Okay, I think that education is the most important part that is missing from this industry, and the agents who understand its value are the ones who usually are more successful, because at the end of the day we're selling a service. We need to be very, very good at selling the service and then performing the service. It's two different levels of education. We need to educate ourselves as salespeople, then we need to educate ourselves as service people. It's two different levels, and I think the edge, you know, everybody says the more you learn, the more you earn. Everybody knows this cliche. It's a cliche because it's true. And I think what specializes, signifies, symbolizes RE/MAX agents is that they're always committed to learning. They always want to know more systems, more techniques, more scripts, more methods to get more clients happy. At the end of the day, it's making clients recommend you. It's making clients feel very good about you. You cannot improvise this kind of things. You need to have systems in place. All these things need to be learned. You're not born a real estate agent. You become a real estate agent by studying, by learning, by educating yourself. And that's the top priority that will follow you throughout your entire career. Okay, I can give you a few pointers on what I've learned to be the secrets for success. There are no secrets. The first one is to have a very strong mental attitude and work on this mental attitude, become mentally strong, because this business will be very tough on you in the beginning. You'll get a lot of no's, rejection, you know, feel of failure sometimes, and the weak don't survive this. Now, the reward for those who survive is very big, because you can really make a good living in this industry, enjoy your work, work with people, and make money. But you have to be really mentally strong. You work on a deal, it collapses at the last minute. You need to pick yourself up and make this deal happen again. And you need to be able to convince people to work in certain ways. It's a challenge, but it's a challenge that you can work on by becoming mentally strong. So that would be my number one tip. Second tip is, for sure, we spoke about it before, keep learning all the time. Become a superior professional. There's always something to learn. If it's sales knowledge, marketing knowledge, real estate knowledge, of course, service knowledge, there's so much to learn. Good agents are always in an endless cycle of learning and improving and becoming better. And last tip, be a manager, not just an employee of yourself. A lot of agents just do the actions. They have to market a listing, they have to show a listing to a buyer, they just do the actions. Good agents, great agents manage their business from above. They understand their performance, their KPIs, what they need to improve, what is working well, and because they have the perspective of a manager, then their ability to correct the direction, improve the direction, and take the business to the next level every time allows them eventually to become much, much more profitable. So those would be my top 3 recommendations for every real estate agent here in Moldova. So if you're a new agent coming into this industry, I have a few tips for you. One is that you have to use every second of the day to learn something new in your office. What happens to new agents is that a lot of times, because you don't have customers yet, and you're just in the beginning and you're learning, so you find yourself having free time in the office. Some agents, unfortunately, use this free time to do nothing. They go outside, they drink coffee for an hour and a half, they go back home to rest. They don't use this time. I can tell you that great agents, when they were new, they were taking advantage of every second in the office. If they were finished with their daily routine, which in the beginning is not that long, they were shadowing other agents. They were saying to other agents in the office, hey, are you going today somewhere, listing presentation, showing a house? I'll come with you. They were asking questions. They were going on Google, on the internet, learning new things about the industry. They were all the time in action. They didn't consider their learning time finished when they just did the chores that were given to them by their broker owner or whoever was training them. So one thing I would say is always be in motion. Always try to be next to people who can teach you. Move together with them, shadow them, learn from them, ask questions, and of course, use the internet and other, we have in RE/MAX a lot of content that's online, videos and trainings and so on. Be always in the mode of learning. And the second tip I would say is instead of or, use an and mentality. What do I mean? Sometimes in marketing, in lead generation, we think, okay, I don't like this too much, so I will do this instead. Don't use an or approach. And, which means I will do this and this. I will experiment with everything. I will do for sale by owner telephones, but I will also call expired listings. I would farm, I go outside, I do follow-up, but I also work my sphere of influence. I may also try PPC, put some money on a Facebook or a Google campaign. I'll try everything in the beginning to see what works best. I don't have the luxury as a new agent of just waiting for leads to come to me or choose one activity, one lead generation avenue and say that would be enough. No, new agents have to test everything, do everything, be in total and extreme motion, try to get to at least 1 or 2 listing presentations every day, build inventory. That's the super tip. Build inventory, get your listings, you get your first, get your second exclusive listing, and from there it becomes much easier as your business grows, so as your confidence grows.